So I want to be that guy that has to make this video. There are people who are on the fence of, no, not on the fence, who are on the opposite fence of us, who are mad at Sony for saying no more disc-based games, we're going full digital. And we don't want that because there's no guarantee of us owning our video games. After the incident of Sony just wiping 500 movies off of people's libraries. Now it's kind of somewhat understandable if they were to take it off the store, but to go into our own libraries after we bought the game of where buying is owning, and they just take it out of our libraries because I guess they can't, license it or something like that. Well, if they can do that to movies, what's stopping them from doing that to video games? And if they can do, and that's the reason why some of us are saying, like, there's no guarantee of ownership if they go full digital. Or if they say, like, well, we're just going to give you a license key on the disc with no game on the disc, that's still the same thing. There's no guarantee of owning it because the game's not on the disc. It's just a license. They can, once again, just take it off our library. And why people are so frustrated, because if they wanted to try to avoid that, you would think that just stay offline completely, but they've made a countermeasure for that. The longer you stay offline, the higher the chance you have of increase of your account being deleted. So yeah, you gotta stay online in order to avoid your account being deleted, so they can look at what games and movies you have that needs to be removed from your library. And I make this video because one of my favorite YouTubers, Think Before You Sleep, he just made a video not too long ago today called "Why You Have No Money," and it's one of the reasons why there are still people buying digital products even after the whole announcement. And I recommend you look at that video and see what he's talking about, because all it is, I'll basically just tell you what he's talking about is basically people just being influencers and people just buying stuff for the sake of looking cool, looking relevant, or as I like to sometimes say, people just trying to say, I've got money, look at me buy useless stuff. Okay, you've got money, big deal. It doesn't matter to most of us who can see the writing on the wall that that you will own nothing. But we won't like it. So most corporations have gotten greedy and they've adopted this mindset of you will own nothing and be happy. Whereas we are saying, if we own nothing, we will not be happy. If we own nothing, you will not make nothing. Because there's the old saying, if buying isn't owning, then piracy isn't stealing. And a lot of people, trust and believe, will accept piracy if they can't own the game. A lot of people will go to retro console emulators if the newer stuff isn't owning. This must be understood. PlayStation is not PlayStation didn't call a bluff, or we didn't just give up on the boycott. No, there are just people out here who don't care about the whole fact of owning nothing and liking it, who say, well, I've bought digital I've only bought digitally my entire life ever since PlayStation 3 came out or Xbox 360 came out. And you have people who don't understand the big deal. So, no, we didn't fold. There are just people who don't care or don't understand what the big deal is. So, no, we're still in this boycott. So don't be fooled by Call of Duty making record sales, going past, far surpassing GTA 6. As a matter of fact, I think the only reason why it surpassed GTA 6 is because the boycott is still in effect. Because people have canceled their pre-orders of GTA 6. People have decided not to partake in GTA 6 in buying it. So don't be fooled by all this whole we folded nonsense. We're still in this.